Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Inspiration Hub show, where we feature interesting authors and books for you to follow. Today, we have a very special guest with us, Annie Xavier. You will know her by her name, who is actually a cookbook author and has published 9 cookbook titles under her sites. So, hi, Annie. How are you doing?
Hi, Nikki. Thank you for the time and the opportunity. My name is Annie Xavier. I'm a Chinese actually,
Yep.
but everyone knows me by the Facebook name of Annie Xavier because of the my social media presence lah. Yeah.
Mm, yep. So like aside from you are doing like a cookbook, writing like a full-time basis, or do you have like other things that you are doing also?
Um. Initially, it started off as a hobby.
Mm,
Okay. Having this passion or dream to be a cookbook author. Okay.
mm,
But I have my own executive search company or headhunting company.
mm,
So yeah, that should be my main job lah. Okay.
mm,
But the passion is so hot, huh? From one cookbook to the next and to the next and to the next, and the the amount of followers just keep growing. So the headhunting business kind of taken a, a back seat now. Okay, and
mm.
even to the extent that my client, they also know that I'm a cookbook author, and they will ask questions like, Annie, are you still doing headhunting or not? I have positions for you to work on. So yeah, so this is basically the situation now lah. I think publishing cookbooks have taken priority lah, because I've been doing headhunting for quite a number of years already actually.
Mm, mm. Yep, yep. So is the passion business has basically taken over lah.
I'm
Yeah.
still passionate about headhunting, just that women they somehow they prefer to stay at home sometimes and nurture their hobby more than fighting outside.
Mm,
Maybe it's also the age issue. As you grow older, you tend to want to spend more time with your family.
true, true, true. So as a cookbook author, just curious, how is your daily life routine like? Like, do you like cook every day? Do you like take shootings every day, or do you like write recipes every day?
Okay, when it first started, it was a bit crazy lah. I
Mm,
think I overworked myself like very badly. But let's talk about now. A typical day for me would be like it's very hectic still,
mm,
because I used to have a helper, an Indonesian helper, but she left us. She decided to go back in March, and ever since then, life has been more crazy. Okay, with I used to have a lot of freedom lah. Let's put it
mm,
this way. By the time I wake up in the morning for the kids to go to school, I will start work. Okay,
mm,
so basically I can start work as early as 7 a.m. all the way until 11:30. Then I go out for my lunch date with my friends, and then I rush back home,
mm,
do my cooking. Whatever that I've cooked in the morning, it's time to take a shoot, a photo
mm,
shooting at around 2 to 3. That's the best sunlight for the direction of my house.
mm,
All right. So this is typically the day lah.
mm,
But because ever since the pandemic has started and everyone start to stay home, so it's been more crazy with the housework,
mm,
and I have to do from A to Z, which is from grocery shopping to
mm,
prepping the ingredients to cooking for the cookbook, sometimes cook for social media
mm.
videos, and of course, not neglecting the humans at home who needs to eat real lunch and dinner. And okay, if that day you decide to make a recipe for your cookbook which happens to be a dessert, you cannot feed them dessert, the cake as lunch and dinner. So
Mm.
I have to cook like so many meals, so many things to wash. After that, I have to food style. I have to, after lunch is over, 2 to 3 p.m. is the best sunlight for assuming it's not a gloomy day.
Mm.
So you have to take out your food for photo shooting. After that, you carry on with researching for more recipes, more inspirations. You maybe type out the recipes that you have tested out. You maybe choose the photos that you have chosen, touch up the photos. So yeah, a lot of work to do lah, actually. If there is a book that is ready to proofread, you have to proofread. And if your client asks for a position to be placed, then you have to stop cooking and do head hunting. So I basically work through the entire day. Very minimal me time or even TV time. Some days, some nights.
Wow. So it's a very fulfilling routine lah, to be able to produce so many cookbooks, so many recipes for people to just follow and to really like absorb all these things.
Yes. I mean, if you are doing things that you are passionate about, then you won't feel the stress as badly as you are doing something that you do not like. I mean, the workload is, of course, hearing from me all the way is tremendous, but if you are doing something that you like, then you will feel very satisfied.
Yeah. So your site, you have published 9 cookbook titles so far. And would you like to explain roughly what type of recipe styles or genre do you actually focus on from your books?
Okay, to avoid wastage of food, my genre is always to cook things that my family would eat. Okay, it may not be likable by every family members, but at least they will eat. So it is very practical, realistic food.
Okay. So it's more like Asian food, or is it like fusion or Western? Everything also got.
Everything also got. Whatever they like today, they feel like eating, or I feel like making chicken pie, then I will make chicken pie. Or tomorrow they eat like eating pad thai, Thai fried kway teow, then I will cook that. So it doesn't matter so long as there are eaters who will finish the food.
How do you get so many inspiration or recipe ideas to try all this out, whether it's for your cookbook or in your cooking videos?
Okay, initially I started with all the childhood recipes, like what your mom used to feed you. I produced those recipes, but in a simplified method. But eventually, because you need to keep on feeding your social media, right? So I started to explore more and more into different cuisine, but still I will go around the Southeast Asian cuisine. Yeah, with a bit of the common things, the Western food, like I said, chicken pie, pizza, pasta, quiche, yeah. But inspirations, I would say, is not how to say. Sometimes it's by traveling, sometimes it's by eating out with friends, sometimes it's just by looking at a photo on Instagram. You may not know what is it. I mean, what ingredients they put in, but you roughly know how it is being made of. Yeah.
Interesting. And what inspires you to start on this cookbook publishing journey? I believe that before your first book is out, right, there must be that moment of crossroad you are at, like, shall I actually start to do this, or shall I do something else, or what is the moment like before you actually start on this journey?
Okay, I started off by just cooking and sharing, creating a page like everyone else and sharing my recipes freely. Okay, I'm still doing it now, but because this may be how to say, it's a religion thing to some, but to me, because being a Christian, I literally hear what God asked me to do. He is the one who asked me, you go and publish cookbooks. So this is the whisper, that I get. And of course, the heart also want it, all right? So I do it. And when I first shared with people around me, like, it seems like nobody
Understand.
No, 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 no. As Christians, they understand. They
Yeah.
understand. But
Mm.
maybe they don't believe I can do it. I don't know. So yeah, I still remember there was an incident. I told my husband that I need to go down to Sungai Wang with a friend to do some shopping. He said, shop for what? Go so far. Then I said, I need to shop for a DSLR camera for my cookbook.
Mm.
So he is like thinking, wow, this woman is serious. I don't know. So that's how it started.
Yep, yep. And but you managed to overcome all doubts and managed to push forward and like look at where you are right now. There are so many titles under you.
Yeah, I believe there is a mighty power behind me. It's not just me.
Yep, yep, definitely.
Uh,
Yes. So when you publish these cookbooks, who are your intended target audience that you want to reach, and what do you hope that your books can achieve for them?
it is always intended for the stay-at-home mothers,
Mm,
or it doesn't matter lah. So long as it's intended for women and mothers mostly. Okay,
mm,
it doesn't matter whether you are full-time stay-at-home or you are a high-caliber corporate woman. So long as you have the how to say, if you have the passion to cook healthy food for your family, but
mm,
uh, under very limited time, say easy recipes, but yummy food. I mean, my recipes are targeted towards people who have this interest to
mm,
nurture their family with home cooked food. It doesn't
mm,
matter a stay-at-home mother, full-time mother, or a very high caliber corporate woman. Yeah,
mm,
because I have quite a number of followers. So they come from different backgrounds. Some are
mm,
really like high flyers. They are
mm,
surgeons. Yeah, they are
mm,
professors. There are some are just home-based mothers taking care of
mm,
kids. So this is the target audience. But now I think I've moved on to attracting the younger generation as
mm,
well, their children. Or
yep.
perhaps it is because of Simone. Simone
Mm,
has her own supporters as well.
mm. Yep, yep. I do notice that on your social media, you are like encouraging the next generation to pick up like all these cooking skills. Uh,
Yeah, a living skill. Yeah, a very
mm,
important living skill.
yeah. For people who wants to pursue like culinary or like cooking as part of their like career path, right? What advice do you have for them?
My advice is always to know yourself, what you can do,
Mm,
what you are capable, because culinary itself is very broad.
mm,
Just like I give you an example of HR, like I'm
mm,
doing HR. HR alone, if you can be a payroll specialist, you can be a training and development specialist, you can be an industrial relations or
mm,
employee union specialist. It is very broad. You can be a generalist. I consider myself a generalist. Okay,
mm,
I don't specialize in pastries or buns or
mm,
breads or whatever. I cook basically everything.
mm,
Okay, but if you want to pursue a culinary, that you really have to know yourself, where
mm,
what you like, because I have seen people who do very well in being a food stylist.
mm,
Okay, they prepare fake or real food for photo shooting.
mm.
Okay, it's a science. It's a science. It's tricks and it's science and
A little
it's an
bit
art.
art.
Yes.
Mm,
So it's quite interesting.
mm,
So you have to find out what you like now. Yeah.
mm, yeah.
Like my Simone always tell me, I don't like to cook. I like to bake. But I said, we need to eat lunch and dinner. So you cannot eat cakes and cookies all the time, right?
Correct, correct. All the sweet stuff have to eat some of the normal meals lah.
Yeah.
uh, yeah. So for your side, like you take a lot of photos for your foods and to put them into the book, right? So
Mhm.
I believe that you pick up a lot of like photography skills like along the way as well. So like angle, lighting, all those.
I still struggle, to be very honest with you. I am still struggling from zero. I have zero knowledge.
Mm,
I People say you buy a DSLR, you have to know the features. But I basically use it as a point and shoot because
Mm.
that plate is just right next to you. It's like so nearby. All I need is a blurred background. And nowadays, you can even achieve it with filters
Filter.
or apps or whatever. So I'm still learning. I am not good at all. This is the part that every time I take photo, I will tell my children, I really hate this. I only like to cook. When you take your plate out into the sun area outdoor, the flies will come, and then sometimes the wind will blow halfway taking, gloomy. It starts to rain.
Lighting
So
affected,
tiring.
different
You have to
environment.
bring props like napkins, some forks, a glass of milk, whatever lah. It's very tedious. It's more difficult than cooking to me.
but when the pictures appear in your book, they look like, wow, like so beautiful,
You don't compare to the professionals. Mine is a homemade style of cookbook. Yeah, so I'm happy with what I have lah. But once you compare it with the professionals, it's cannot compare. Cannot compare. I know where I stand.
Yeah, good enough. Yeah. So what future projects do you have on your plates currently?
I haven't really given much thought. In fact, I'm still pretty much searching, and keep asking God. I am constantly asking Him, what is next? What is next? I have written until volume 11, like you said, published 9. So I'm trying to research more on calorie restricted kind of recipes now. For a healthier lifestyle, but it is pretty much very challenging, I have to say. Because whatever you put inside your mouth has calories, except plain water. So so you want to produce a book that is calorie restricted is actually not easy at all.
True. To live healthy and how to balance the delicious factor and the healthy factor.
Yeah, not just delicious factor. It also has to look good if you were to publish a book, right?
That's true.
So you cannot have so much shine really. Because the shine is actually produced by the oil.
Correct. So if people wants to follow your work, where would you recommend the best platform would be?
I think my target audience is still pretty much focused in it could be my age. Because of my age, it is majority of them are very much into Facebook. Although I try to move out to Instagram, I would say both lah, Instagram and Facebook lah. But because of the target audience age group, they are pretty much focused still in Facebook.
Yep. So you do have a YouTube channel also?
Yeah, I have a YouTube, and occasionally I have some followers there, just that I'm not really very focused yet. I do hope that I'm somebody in YouTube one day. I have time to nurture my YouTube. So
Yeah, we can slowly build towards that. Yeah, so before we end this interview, any final words from your side, like any final message you want to give to your audience?
I think having the heart to cook for your family is a very good thing. Don't stress yourself too much, or push yourself or beat yourself up if you fail in one or two of the recipes, and always focus on the taste, and because there are some people who try to produce food that looks exactly like your photo. So but they do agree that it's a very yummy dish. So I told them the photo I touch up lah. I touch up my photos a bit here and there. So, and I put a lot of time to style it. So you don't need to. So just focus on cooking nice food to nurture your family. That is already a big clap lah. Yeah.
True. So as long as when it enters the mouth, everybody love it lah.
Yes, yes.
All right. Okay. So all right, Annie. Thank you so much for sharing your stories today. And
Thank you so much for the time, yeah, Nikki.
yeah, no problem. And if anybody is interested to get your book, we will put the link in the YouTube description. And yeah, I guess that's all for our interview session today. So see you all around. All right. Bye, Annie.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.